Oh, I'm cold. And hungry. And bored. And my butt's hurting. And I'm also thirsty. But hey, I'm not complaining. This is fun. I like staring at buildings all night, every night, until my eyes start bleeding. Do you think Naane's been acting weird? I mean, she's always been a bit weird, but after she came back from Myria... Actually, since you arrived. Why is that? Have you noticed anything... weird?
Anu, please pay attention.
Oh, what's there to pay attention to? We've been watching that building for a week now. Nothing is going on in there. I almost wish Liko was here instead of me. But any chance he has to avoid going on a mission with you, he'll take. I can't believe he's still upset you didn't kill that officer. I mean, we've gotten good information from him. Liko's just being a real poophead.
He's upset about losing Old Town.
Yeah, but what could we do? I mean, you tortured the guy, we got the information, we chose to leave. So, what else is going on with you? Hey, what happened with that woman, Anna? Didn't you and her have a...
Nothing happened. And I shouldn't have told you anything.
You can trust me. I tell no secrets. Except to all my girlfriends, of course, when we get together over wine and... I'm kidding. I have no friends, you know that. Aside from you guys. You guys are my best friends, and that's really sad. I'm depressed now. But she's pretty. Anna, I mean. Beautiful hair, striking freckles, nice scowl. She'd make a fine, companion.
I'm not interested.
Oh. Okay, so, is there anyone at all that you're...
Anu, I'm not interested in women.
You're not interested in... Sure! Oh, I knew that. Of course, that's fine. Perfectly fine. So who do you...
Look, something's happening.
Oh, yes, someone's leaving the house. Call in reinforcements. People leave that house every day, Kian. They arrive in the morning and leave at night. Almost like it's a real business of some sort.
Doesn't look like a real business to me.
You're too suspicious. Must be all that hanging around Azadi.
What are you guys up to?
Bip! What in Shadow's name are you doing here?
Nothing. Oh, right. I have a message. It's from Ulvik. He says, come to the bar immediately. There's been developments. I don't know what developments is, but Ulvik's face was frowny, so it's probably important.
It always is. Good job, Bip. Let's not keep Ulvik waiting.
I'll go first. We won't attract as much attention if we arrive separately.
Alrighty, time to play. So the conversation that plays at the top of the tower depends on whether you killed or spared the officer at the end of the last book. If you spared him, you get the conversation with Anu, and if you killed him, you get a conversation with Liko instead. So if you're interested, I can actually show you the Liko one once we're done, since I do have a save game that's around there. But yeah. Anyway, go to the rooster. And this chapter is going to have a lot less major choices than the previous ones, but we're going to have more scenes like this one that depend on what we did before.
Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the Resistance would be in a dark place indeed. Oh, goddess, forgive me, I keep doing that.
That's the funny one I wanted to show last time.
You see that gentleman sitting over there? Don't look, you simpletons. Balance. You lot don't know much about subterfuge, do you? That man's an Azadi mechanic. He drinks here most nights, but I didn't know that part until I overheard him speaking to his friend earlier about the pipes. Seems that with the pipe network up and running, there's a lot of tinkering to be done. Our man over there carries a tool to open maintenance hatches.
If we can get inside a hatch...
We can maybe figure out what they're using the pipes for. That's brilliant, Ulvik.
So we slit his throat and dump him in the bay.
Not in my bar, you won't.
If they find out we've taken his tools, the information could turn out to be useless. No. We need to...
Borrow his tools, open one of those pipes to have a look-see, and put the tools back before he notices. And that was probably what you were going to say when I interrupted you. Sorry.
If you can do it without him noticing, I won't stop you. But if the Azadi ever suspect that I'm collaborating with the Resistance...
That will not happen, Ulvik.
So what do we do, Kian?
The others look to me for leadership now. It's important that I take charge and make the decisions. Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision. Ulvik brought... What do you think, Ulvik?
Me? Well, I think you three are resourceful in different ways. Instead of bickering about what to do, which is what usually happens, why not split up? There's every chance that one of you will come up with something that doesn't involve murder, the total destruction of my pub, or blowing my cover.
I agree.
We can't take too long. That man won't stay here forever.
He's on his second drink. He usually doesn't leave until he's had at least 3. And I can offer a few on the house to make him stay longer.
It's decided then. We'll meet again here later this evening.
Winner buys a round for everyone. No? No? It's not very motivating? Okay.
I know. So yeah, now we gotta figure out how to get this guy distracted, I guess. I don't feel like Ulvik was targeting Liko at all when he said plans that don't involve murder and
Ulvik is a good man. I enjoy his company. He's true to his word. I trust him with my life and consider him a friend.
There's a rooster.
Ulvik told me once of the legend of the Onyx Cockerel, High King of all cocks. This proud fowl came to the aid of its owner when he was set upon by rabid man-eating owls. Unfortunately, the poor cockadoodle was torn to shreds. Owls. Light. Sharks of the skies. Their thirst for human blood is legendary.
I have no idea what that was about.
Ulvik told me once of the
okay.
legend of the Onyx Cockerel. They appear to be having a good time. This
You
proud
wouldn't
fowl came to the
believe
aid of its
amount
owner
of
when he was
work
set upon by
that's
rabid
required to
man-eating
keep
owls.
the network running
Unfortunately,
smoothly.
the poor cockadoodle
Oh, the
was
engineering's
torn
good,
to
but the assembly...
Light.
Don't put military men
Sharks of the
on a
skies.
civilian job,
Their
is all
thirst
I'm
for
saying.
human blood is legendary.
This requires fine skill, not brute force. See, if the connection between the pipes are off by even a hair's breadth, the orbs can start rattling around and get stuck. If that happens, Shadow, let's just say the tower would be severely displeased. The official opening's in a week, and they want the ceremony to go as smoothly as possible. The emissary would not take kindly to being embarrassed in front of the first. So that leaves me and my workbox.
I hope that doesn't remind you too much of work, Phoenix.
He's a mechanic, working on the pipe network. And he has a workbox with tools.
There's actually not much we can do in here, so... Down. So much lag. Alright, then I'm gonna turn... I don't want to turn graphics down, but on the other hand, like... Can this stop lagging, please? Anyway. Now we gotta figure out how to get that workbox. Where are all your friends? They've left by now. You should go home. On him. Anyway, where are those yams again? One scene involving yams.
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
Ah, there we go.
Barrel bobbing. There's a tradition we also have in Azadir. Of course, we didn't use apples. We used nettles. They stung fiercely, and the children would cry. It was enjoyable.
I don't know, it's so...
A single bob won't hurt. I'm sure no one's watching.
Tina's a very serious person. Still laggy, but whatever. I think it might just have to do with the streaming, but I'm not sure. Anyway.
Are those yams? No, they're only apples. Oh. In a world with yams, who needs apples? Plain, boring old apples. Apples are certainly no yams.
I remember there's also yams somewhere, but I don't remember where. Yeah, Kian really likes yams. If we find some yams, he has more comments to say, but I don't remember where they are. I'm gonna go look real quick.
A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. Native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir.
Closer. Here we've got goats. And you. Anyway, if we watch this goat.
Goat eats leaves. Goat falls asleep. Interesting. Wait. I remember someone talking about this a while back. The mole, was it?
I don't know if you remember. Goat eat it, goat love it. Anyway, I'm gonna pick it up.
What was that herb the mole spoke of? Evensong. This must be it. It's an opiate. Consume enough and you fall asleep.
What exactly are you doing to that goat? Wait, does this have anything to do with why you rejected me? Goats? Honestly?
What do you mean by goats and honestly? I don't understand your words, woman.
Hey, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just surprised is all.
Where have you been this past month?
Away. Far away. Travelling, so, This goat, what's going on here?
It's rebel business.
Clearly. How's that working out for you? Are you one of them now?
I'm atoning for my sins.
Right. But you are enjoying it.
I don't enjoy fighting my own people.
Well, you seem to be good at it. Word is the Resistance is gaining support, that people have hope now that you're there.
I'm doing what I can to help.
I heard you went the extra mile to, extract information from our vile little Azadi officer. I'm glad he suffered. Maybe it would have been better to kill him, but a source inside the tower? Could be useful. And you got the information you needed. Your people fled Old Town in time, even if it meant the Azadi met no resistance. At least that explosive spell tore off a few limbs and heads.
What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing. I saw you. It's been a while. I wanted to say hello. Oh, I've missed this. The one-sided conversations, the sullenness and suspicion. I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. Anyway, goats?
We have a lead on the pipes.
Oh, that explains everything. I'll leave you to it then. I'm going to the Rooster later tonight. I need to speak with Ulvik. Maybe I'll see you there.
Maybe.
This is what I love about you, Kian. You're such a people person.
Bye-bye. Hope y'all enjoyed the cat running around. Well, it's not a cat, but the cat thing running around in the back the entire time throughout that conversation. Wait, we got the plant now, so go back with that. Ah, bug. Hey, Ulvik. Alvik?
Alvik is a good man. I enjoy his company. He's true to his word. I trust him with my life and consider him a friend.
Have a...
This is Evensong. It works on goats.
Well, then it should work on the Azadi too, eh?
Stuff looks smoother inside though, so that's nice. Oh. We can go check if they have waddles later then.
One more ale on the house, star.
Ah, what a lovely head. This one smells different. Malty, sweet. It's almost like the sugar ale from Southern as a Day. Now, this is a brew, Vic. Tastes like home, this does. It brings tears to my eyes. It's simply
Good night, sir.
He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong.
Poke him.
Hey! Hey!
Anyway.
A workbox. That's probably where a mechanic would keep his tools.
Not sure why they don't just call it toolbox, but okay. Alrighty, we stole his tools.
Don't take too long out there. If he wakes up without his tools, there'll be questions, and I won't have any good answers.
Yes, sir. This is actually, well, a subtle major choice, whether you return the tools or not.
Before our arrival, the street lamps were lit with magic spells. They've been replaced with modern electricity.
You know, we stole a tiny tool, not a big steel pipe. Thingy. Looks like a USB key.
A tool for opening the maintenance hatches in the pipes. I'll need to return this before the mechanic wakes. If I don't, he'll raise the shadow itself to get it back.
Anyway. Got a map on the back. And, well, first thing, access points here and here, right? And unlike what I thought, the dot here is only a indication. It's not the another access point that I spent 10 minutes looking for on my first playthrough. But yeah, pipes. They all lead to this building, apparently. So, let's go get those maintenance hatches. On the map, there's one up here. Alrighty, see you in a bit.
That's one of the maintenance hatches from the mechanic's map. It won't budge. It needs a special tool to open.
Good thing I have one.
There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube.
So flowing this way. The other one? Not much of that right now.
That's one of the maintenance hatches from the mechanic's map. It won't budge. It needs a special tool to open. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab.
Alright, so we're gonna have to find a way to grab that. And if I remember correctly, we can actually go and return the tools now, because contrary to what you might think, we're never gonna have to close these. First time I took a while trying to figure out how I could close those hatches, but you can't, you're not supposed to. Anyway, hey, weird cat thing. Say hi. Oh, I can't click on you. Okay, bye. I'm gonna see if I can return the tools already. And we're back. Sure. Return these, unless you would like me to not return them, but I figured you would. Don't want to get Ulvik in trouble. And there we go.
He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong.
He's out like an Iradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it. The room has eyes.
I also...
Traditional Reap Moon snacks. Roasted apples, salted yams, sweet roots, pungent fermented snapjaw eggs. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Mm. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh. Mm. Delicious.
Those were weird noises, but I'm glad you liked it.
Ulvik's provided Bip with a cot down there, among the wine caskets and beer barrels. I believe the boys acquired a taste for strong drink.
Anyway, back out. Alright, you think staying outside for a little bit now. Hello. Anyway, we returned tools. Now we need to figure out something to get those fears out. Closer. Look like it. If this were another video game, you could probably find something in that chest. We're interested.
A crate full of angled pipe sections. Elbows, if I'm not mistaken. Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine.
Also useful around here. Go back up. Who's wanted around here?
Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. Under his leadership, the City Watch will fester and rot.
In case you haven't already figured out what we're gonna be. Oh, come on. No, I'm streaming. So. We don't need more than ones.
A metal ball? That's what's flying through these pipes? Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads, hopefully to some answers. These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels. It's light for a metal ball, and these markings and studs, they're highly intricate. It's a beautifully crafted device.
Alrighty, next thing. Figure out where the pipe came, where the thing is from. So we're gonna follow this pipe here. Welcome back. Oh, Were there soldiers? Who would have guessed?
I need to find a way into that building tonight. They're having a conversation. I might be able to listen in.
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Well, one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
Righty, so. In case that wasn't obvious enough, to find a rat. And see, there's the weird not cat thing. It has a beak. It's not a cat, see? Not sure what the hell it is, though. I don't want to pet it. No, I wish you could use an apple, but you can't. But there are 2 different ways to catch the rat, so we can try to go for the more humane way. Imagine if we like stuck a goat in there. Hi, Bip.
Kid,
Fun kid.
so we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess, it's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
I'm too busy to be talking to the boy, and he really shouldn't be out. The streets aren't safe for magicals. The boy appears genuinely interested. I've been told this is rare in children. Perhaps I shouldn't discourage him. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay, well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point.
Bip's so cute.
He never listens. He's risking his life being out in the open like this. But what can I do? I was the same at his age.
When are you going to do any fighting? I haven't seen any fighting for weeks.
Ah, there. Okay, these are the
Yams. A few weeks ago, I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado. Diced and steamed yams. There are so many ways to prepare yams. They truly are the king of foods. Ah, yams.
Eh?
A few weeks ago, I'd never tasted yams.
Yams.
Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding
Actually-
yam aficionado.
Take as much as you want. Also got.
It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten.
Bits? No, we actually have a pretty fun. We can try to catch the rats with yams.
Ground crawlers. Filthy rodents. Ah, they're too quick.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
Thanks, Bip.
How can you not want yams? You vermin are truly beyond all hope of redemption.
Oh, so close! Well, not really.
Anyway, they don't want to eat our yams. But what we can do, there's actually two ways to catch them. Either you put the straight pipe along here and put cheese at the end, or put even song in the cheese. But we're gonna do this one because that way the rat's gonna be asleep when we shove it through the pipe, which is, I guess, a little less bad.
Here's some particularly potent cheese. Filthy shadow spawn. Eat it. Eat it all. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
Yeah.
Is it breathing? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a rat, and it's not moving.
Well, it says sleeping. See? Sleeping rat, so it's not dead.
A comatose ground crawler. Just what I need.
You got it! I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed. Well, that was fun. What's next?
Next, you go home and stop distracting me, or I'll tell the other street urchins you have fleas.
I have no home. You know that. I sleep in the cellar of the Rooster and Kitten.
Good. It's the safest place around. So go back to your cellar and keep your head down. If I see you again tonight...
Please, got it. I'm sleepy anyways. That's why I'm going back. Not because you're telling me to.
And don't throw pebbles at Azadi soldiers.
Ah, Bip. Thank you, kid. Anyway, we have a rat in our pocket now, so... You can actually shove it down the wrong tube, since we have two tubes we can technically put it in, and bother someone else with it, but we're going to be nice and one rat, and have people clean up one mess. In case you can't guess, it's this one because the other one had the orbs coming out, and this one has air blowing in.
There's air flowing from right to left,
So towards
like
the
a
thing.
tempest in a tube. It's a ground crawler, a snake tail, a brown fur, a street pigeon, a rat. Beloved child has many names. Soundly trounced.
Anyway.
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shut a damn ground crawlers.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
What I do wonder is why they have both tried to clean it up and not just one of them, but... I don't know. I'm not a soldier. Let's go see what they're doing in there. Alrighty, so we've got some really weird steampunk stuff going around.
It's a massive chamber of some sort. It sounds hollow. It's rumbling and there's steam coming out of it. He's one of the people who work here. I've noticed others like him entering and exiting. They're odd looking.
Right, I think not much more we can not going downstairs, so let's do that.
I don't know what these are, but they put me in mind of a lady's vanity, except with knobs. Lots and lots of knobs.
Notice that there's the same spheres that we found in the oops.
I wonder what'll happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous.
Actually, I have no idea why he says oh, because I can't see any difference before and after he pushes them, but if you did notice, feel free to... There.
More of the metal machines that have been put up all over town. But these look different. Bigger, shinier, more modern. The numbers are flickering. It looks like sorcery, but I'm sure this is science. I recognize instruments such as these from cloud ships, gauges and meters for reading things like pressure, height, and humidity. Why would they need that here, on the ground? There's mathematics on that board.
Math. So much math! I can't read any of this.
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
No problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadir. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Elvane. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn what?
Your name. Who are you?
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus, lead engineer.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... you know, the engine. There's only one engine. The one that encompasses the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor, granted.
So what does this calculating engine do? What's its purpose?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers, big numbers, and it does things with those numbers. Like, have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but... We're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes, fine. Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university?
I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking and report back to us. This allows us to write ever more complex messages until finally we have the code we need, the ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the Pike Network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can? Because no one else can? Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle. Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Mercuria? Why not in Sadir?
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic? Magic? Of course not magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want with science. Reshape reality, rewrite the laws of the cosmos, remove death and disease, poverty and warfare. The world will be run by scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
Are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done...
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Mercuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given passage to their new homelands, where they can...
Do you really believe that? What would the magicals be re-educated to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Firdaus. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned. Killed. They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... light protect them.
So this is why we're sending all the magicals away from Mercuria? Because of the engine?
Yes. Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm I'm not... As long as the thermaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
Oh. No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the better. Yeah. I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First and the Prophet, and please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Firdaus. Something is going on. Someone's...
Here. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, honey? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in seconds. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Firdaus. Firdaus. You lied.
I beg your pardon?
You promised they'd be safe.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Firdaus. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
I should have realized the taking of Old Town was too easy. It was a distraction, designed to take my mind off the investigation. Commander Vamon and the emissary have been lying to me about your death. Why is that?
Because I'm a danger to them. And it's not the only thing they've lied to you about. This engine.
You betrayed us. You joined the enemy.
To stop Saya and Vamon, not to fight our people. Not to fight you.
Sister Saya is the emissary. Commander Vamon is your superior officer. They are your people.
They are traitors, Mia. They have betrayed our nation, our faith, and...
You should have come to me first, Apostle. You should have come to me. Instead, you've shamed me. You've shamed Mother Utana, the Six, the goddess, your nation. When I received word someone had been spotted entering this house, I had a feeling it was you. I entered alone for two reasons. One, as a courtesy to the mother. It would break her heart again to hear that you perished in dishonor, fighting my guard. And two, you're living proof that Vamon has lied to me. I cannot reveal my hand to Vamon, but I also cannot let you go. You'll surrender to me now, without struggle, and you'll be brought to Sadir tonight, in secret. The courts will decide your fate. For the time being, while I sort out this mess, you'll be locked away under a false name. No one will know you're alive. When I'm ready to confront the commander and the emissary with their lies, I will reveal the truth about your survival, and you will cooperate every step of the way.
Ask Saya and Vamon about the camps, and what they're doing to...
You lied. You lied to us. You told us they would not be harmed. You told us they'd be safe. There were children!
Get off me, you idiot!
Go! Go, Keon! Make them pay for this!
Stop that! Get off me! I'll have you beheaded for this.
Shadow, damn you, man! Leave this place, now!
Yes?
Mother. It's the General. He asks to speak with you.
Send him in, child. Hami, is anything the matter?
It's Kian. He's alive.
Oh! Goddess. Goddess be praised. How do you know this?
He broke into the engine room down on City Green.
Light. What was he doing there?
speaking with one of the engineers, Fadaus, a young man from the southern provinces. Kian said... Oh, well, it's of no consequence. He's a traitor. He's joined the resistance.
But
It is as I suspected. We have been lied to by Vamon and the emissary.
for what reason?
That I don't know. Yet. And until we do, we cannot confront them, Mother.
I agree. We don't know how firm their grip is on the tower. If they know that we know... What about Kian? Was he... How did he look to you?
He looked strong. Different, but strong.
He must have his reasons for doing what he's doing, Hami. Kian would never betray Azadir, or his faith.
Perhaps, but that's what he's doing. I gave him the honorable choice to turn himself in and face righteous judgment. But he fled, like a coward, when the engineer attacked me.
Attacked?
I don't blame the man. Kian poisoned his mind with baseless lies. My men detained him, and I placed him somewhere safe, somewhere he can't tell anyone what he saw and heard. Out of Vamon's reach. We need to keep this between us, or we run the risk of alerting the commander and emissary Saya. Much as I'd like to hunt down Kian myself and put him to the sword, we must be patient.
Let's trust the goddess, Hami, to illuminate our path and bring us to the truth.
I certainly hope she will.
There we go. Hey everyone. Cool. Guys.
Kian, thank the balance your back. Bib's been...
They've taken him.
Taken... yeah.
Light. Are you sure it's Bib? I knew this would happen. We have no time to spare. We must get to him before...
The cloud ship just unmoored and is already heading for Gien. It's too late.
Then we must follow.
And abandon your mission here? For one child's life?
Is it because he's a magical that he's not worth the trouble?
You're such an angry, angry man. Do you really want Kian to leave Makiria and risk his life to save one boy? I thought so.
This is what happens when we let Azadi criminals live.
Stop it. That's not what happened, and you know it. They're sending all the magicals away.
I know why, and I know what the pipes are for.
What?
Really? Are you serious?
I'll explain later. Right now, we need to rescue the boy.
I couldn't care less what you do with your life, Kian. But if you die, the resistance suffers.
And if I don't go after him, Bib suffers.
Can we really afford to lose more people? We've lost so many already. And Ane has her hands full with those who've been injured. Soon, there won't be enough of us left to fight.
I need to think about this. I can't just abandon the boy, but... We can't stay here. The Azadi are hunting me. The general knows I'm alive.
Honey, how did that happen? Did you approach him? Are you trying to curry favors with your former masters?
Curry favors? How would I even... I'm not trying to curry any favors with...
Stop it, both of you! You're really annoying and loud. Let's get out of here before Ulvik gets in trouble for harboring a fugitive. Shepard will want to have a say in the discussion.
This isn't over, Kian.
Oh, hush.